Good morning, my kindergarten friends. It's Miss Munoz from Sonora Elementary School, and I'm here today to make a painted flower garden with you. We're going to use some tools that we have around our house, like a fork, any type of paintbrush. I have a sponge brush, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to need a blue background, a brown piece of construction paper, and then some paint colors. So I'm going to need green for my stems and leaves, and then you can choose what colors you want for your flowers. So I chose red, orange, and purple. So earlier today you listened to a story called Lola Plants a Garden, and in her story she started with her seeds and she watched her plants turn into flowers. So we're going to make the flower garden that Lola planted, and it's going to be our very own flower garden. So you're going to start with your blue paper. This is your background, your sky. You're going to get your brown paper, and you're just going to rip down the long side of your brown paper. You're going to get a nice long ripped piece. Now you might want to make it wavy because you know the ground isn't always flat. This is going to be your dirt coming up from the ground. So I'm going to glue that with my glue stick onto my blue paper. Alright, so we got our ground, our dirt, and then I'm going to get my paintbrush and I'm going to dab it into my green paint. And coming out of my brown, I'm going to draw a line. And this is going to be my stem of my flower. Now, I want more than one flower in my garden, so I'm going to draw however many lines I want coming out of my ground. Now, something I know about my flower stems is I also have leaves on my stem, so I'm also going to draw some leaves. Okay. So the only thing missing from my flower garden are my flowers. So I'm going to use a fork, and if you have plastic forks at home, you can use that. If you only have metal forks, like I couldn't find any plastic, so I'm going to use my metal fork, and then each time I want to change a color, I have to wipe it off, okay? So I'm going to take the back part of my fork, and I'm just going to lay it into the paint. Like this, okay? And then I'm gonna go to the top of my flower here. Okay, so I'm gonna continue making my flower. So I made an orange one, and then I wiped my paint off so that I can dab it into a new color. I'm gonna dab it into my purple paint. I'm gonna make sure I rock it so that I get my paint on the back of my fork. Like that. Then I'm going to roll it onto my picture. Okay, I'm going to change colors again, so I want to wipe my fork off, dab it into my next color, go to the top of my stem, rock it on, and then I'm just going to finish up with my colors however I want my flowers of my flower garden. And there we have it. You have your very own flower garden. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you had fun, and I hope you love your flower garden. Bye.